The time is now. It's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent Daily Planet, the Metropolis Times. That's why I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut, rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because back to the rhyme. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. 30 seconds on the clock. Here, got my other chair. I'm going to sit in front of my list. I'm down in the man closet today. Get over here. All right. School Us album deals. So, right there. Got 40 on my route. And he's open to buying a CD. Thanks in advance for that. I probably could have asked for that then, but I had a feeling he had to get going. But I'll see him again. So making progress with that. My Reformation music videos on hold. You'll Be Glorious on hold. YouTube channel. So it's slowed down simply because I haven't been promoting my new music videos much, but it's still there. Got some good feedback. I had Andrew say he's been checking it out. If you're checking this out, thank you, Andrew. What's up? And Chris is don't know her name. Lives in Virginia. Want to say hello. If you're ever checking it out, thank you. I'm the mailman that does YouTube videos, even though I think there's a number of mail letter carriers that do these as well, not just me. Rules of engagement. So been getting caught up paying Neil. Attorneys, he's been very generous over time, but he finally had to bill me, and his time is like any attorney, it's not cheap. And it has to be that way because he's got to get the business where he can get the business. And if you blow up as an attorney, you blow up as an attorney, but you got to set your price so where you can cover your bases. But right now, I'm running in a deficit. And so the only way to catch that up is to make more album sales for the time being. So we'll get there. I don't think I'll need to do. I'll probably need help a little more to finish up, but I'll get there in a second. Work on the Bellevue Ballers. Always a little tired. It's my wife and I who are the main ballers, and we were going to have a heated discussion. I gotta take full responsibility for that. And I gotta, not complain stuff, because if I open that door, it's not going to end pretty. I don't know if this is recording, but so gotta be, things aren't perfect, but if you're feeling like have some gripe, by griping, I'm actually, there's not going to be, oh, I'm sorry that you feel like that. It's not going to be like that at all. It's going to be 10 times worse. So whatever my challenge is, I need to figure out ways to deal with it and not be complaining. So I am sorry to my wife. I am going to, and I'm doing better, I must say. I used to not learn. I'm learning more and more. But, my memory can be short, and not completely, but anyway, but this is a work in progress. I'll just leave it at that. Bed of Bread, Volume 13 is on its way. So Trump's Got a Thump is the big one. Thank you so much, Dale. You sent me the MP3. So that's been the big stressor for me, waiting on that. And basically it's held up. Not having that, I haven't been able to put it up on CD Baby, which doesn't allow me to put in with ASCAP for royalties. All this stuff, the whole ownership, we're fine. None of that matters to me. And if I ask more questions, not Dale, but he's going to bill me. So I'm just I'm fine. Whatever happens, happens. He's not gonna sign it. I got Garrett signed it. So that's all done. I'm just gonna all that's left is to go back on CD Baby. My wife thankfully put up a still shot for a thumbnail, put the MP3 on there, and I think it's going to be distributed. I will get an IRSC code. I will go back to ASCAP and say, this is my IRSC code. These are how the royalties are being split. And then that's done. And from what I can tell, that whole thing with Trump's going to thump is done. Because I was not, and I'm just thankful for Dale. So the only thing is, CD Baby prefers like a WAV file. He sent me MP3. He said if I need a WAV file, ask him. And I'll do that. But let's try the MP3. And that's that. So complete lyrics for songs for you. So really what I have is the stuff that Mark gave me. And I'm thankful. So Mark, he was doing shows. He's an active DJ. You know, he's my coworker. So this is cool. If you find an idea, and we talk about building dreams and having big ideas, you ever seen a food truck, like a mobile DJ food truck? Kind of, I mean, there are no clubs right now. Um, you know, you're outdoors, everything's outdoors. I don't know what the food trucks are doing right now. It's cold, but food truck, mobile DJ, whatever, you know, it just seemed kind of, I thought it'd be kind of cool because he can't book anything right now. He thought, oh, we should try to network with some food trucks. Or I just thought about equipping or outfitting a food truck to do a DJ, like you would be roaming around doing, you know, work as a DJ. This probably been done before. I just haven't exactly seen it. Then you have food trucks. Maybe you can combine them. Anyway, it's fun to think about these things. Have to be think outside the box for the time being. That's the update on that. So I'm thankful though because of Mark, and I talked to John B over there in Squim. I didn't check my SoundCloud. He does SoundCloud. It's tempting to look on there real quick. Let me try something. I'm gonna keep talking, but let me look at this. Okay, so SoundCloud. See if he. I'm just gonna try to see if he checked out some of my stuff. It would even show. Let's see. Yeah, this is. I always have a hard time navigating this page. I told him about the song "Bedtime Music." And there's a way to look up insights. There's no activity over the last 30 days. He didn't look. Okay, well, either he didn't find it or what. He's doing a more electronic music. I'm same with I think Mark, but you know, Mark has those hip hop tracks. So there's a pathway to having definitely a second album. And I might put that in place of Trump's Gonna Thumb. Now I think about it, I might just write the name of the second album to get that out there. I won't tell it to you. I'll just write it, and then that'll be the cast that vision. So right as we speak, Trump's Gonna Thump would be on that album. Back to the Rhymes would be on that album. I've got a number of demos that I'd like to, and I have Luke, who I need to talk to. See, the reason I would do this slowly is because the funds aren't there. You know, to do the album, that's going to cost money. But the material's actually coming along, and that hasn't even been an option. But at least on an economic, I can economically move that project based on what's around. So At least I got to check into that. Current events. I've been only keeping up a little bit, but I checked with. I think I get the most. I mean, I can listen to Giuliani and check out some stuff from the president. And so if I go to Infowars or Steve Pachinik, so somebody who likes Tom Clancy, all those books. I guess Dr. Steve Pachinik's the character that the book's written about. I've never read that type of stuff, but he says December 14th is the day to look out for. That's the day, according to him, Trump will take over the lead in the Electoral College. I'm very hopeful for that. Let's just wait and see on that because we're waiting for some good news. So what he said, though, and he's been on the inside of the intelligence world for decades, that can't be disputed. I mean, you couldn't have this character in those books without that, apparently. I'm just guessing on that. Trump knew about the whole thing with Dominion voting machines. They were on it. So they knew about all these things. They knew about the ballots and all the stuff that they were going to be planning. So they knew about it. So he says, anyways, he throws that date out. That's the thing I could understand. Some of the things he's saying, maybe I couldn't follow. But I'm going to be watching out for December 14th to see if Trump takes the lead in the Electoral College. That would be, and who knows what exactly that means, but I'm going to be paying attention for that. I'm going to get back to the rhymes now. Okay. So the song is called Back to the Basics. Oh man, I heard that pen drop. Oh no. What? There it is. Whew, scary. I gotta thank my daughter for organizing my little space here. Really looks nice. She wanted that, and I couldn't disagree. My coat I wear smells like I was smoking or something, but my wife was making takoyaki, octopus balls. It was a lot of work for her, and I'm thankful for her to do that, but it smells like I was around a fire of some kind, maybe smoking. Back to the basics. Deep breath time. Life's happening fast. I need to stop raising my voice. It's messing with me up. I turn to you, O Lord, because it's you who last. I miss you so in our times of worship, because of self-styled experts who run the ship. I have put a stumbling block between you and me. It'll never again be what it once was. And they're telling us, yeah, change that. And they're telling me what this virus does. Yeah. So, Lord, be with me and shelter me from the cacophony. What did I say there? I said, what it'll never be again be what it once was. And they're telling me what this virus does. So, Lord, okay. Take me back to the basics of truth and love. Oh, I got stuck on this word. Take me back to the basics of proof. I think I'll say because. It just came right into my head. Let me try this. Take me back to the basics of truth, of love. Take me back to the basic of proof, because. Your way is the only way. You made this day. You're here to stay. And the plans of man will all go away. Now, I'm just saying all these things because that is the bottom line. I mean, we could talk. There's all these layers when it comes to politics. Is more interesting than sports and weather, but it's really not as uh, important as the eternal things, the things that really matter, right? So they're more interesting for me now than sports and weather, uh, but they're not. They're lasting, right? And it's very obvious when you look at politics. The shelf life of any political issue is very short. Doesn't mean there aren't can't be long-term consequences for different things. Let me try to do this. Let's see how it sounds. Deep breath time and life's happening fast. Turn to you, O Lord, because it's you who lasts. I miss you so in our times of worship, because of self-styled experts who run the ship and put a stumbling block between you and me. I'll never again be what it once was. And then telling me what this virus does. So, Lord, be with me and shelter me from the cacophony. Take me back to the basics of truth, of love. Take me back to the basics of truth, because your way is the only way. You made this day. You're here to stay. The plans of man will all go away. I'm not really rapping. I can heat that up a little bit, but those are the words. That's not going to be a fast paced song. It's got to be kind of contemplative. All right, so that's verse 1. And I did change up. I was a little bit more open ended on the hook, I guess you could say, a little bit. That's probably a good thing. Like I said, I've been making myself do these 16 lines. If I listen to my old songs, I was never doing that. I'd probably have to have an even number though. Uh, but it doesn't have to be 16, that's for sure. A lot of times you listen to these songs, I think they're probably like a country song. It might only be 8 lines, and then they hit the hook or whatever. It might be 4 lines. All right, back to the basics, verse 2. I don't know if I'll do 3 full verses. Might be 2, might be enough. All right. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope that I'm hearable. I hope I can be heard. I know this works pretty decent with these headphones, but I'm going to step up. So once I get my deficit caught up, the next move is to get that webcam, by the way. That would go under YouTube channel. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I might discuss the importance of having a good relationship with my wife, uh, since it came up. And I sabotaged my own household, thinking I could get away with it, I guess is what I'd say. And maybe I should just talk about it because it's something that I'm figuring out. But I gotta maybe make a song about it or put it in a song so I can remind myself it doesn't work. Um, it doesn't work, Complaining doesn't work. Not in our relationship. I don't know about everyone's. She's trying to help, but it comes off. It doesn't come off. It never goes the way I would hope, And it's interesting. It doesn't go the way she wants, and our daughter gets to be in between, meaning that she understands both our perspectives. Um, it's just like anybody, and in her case, she's the ultimate neutral observer. I mean, she can't side with either, right? She wants peace. She's got one objective: peace, no arguing. So that's her what she's and and that's what it's so easy to get emotional and uh get whatever. Hoping that and I always think I could just say the exact right thing, end it for all time. End this topic for all time and it doesn't. So because that doesn't, why go there? That's the thing. So let me say it like this. So gotta to slow down, stay calm. Hmm. Don't do that. Sorry. Gotta slow down. Not push. I don't want to say an issue, an idea that the adversary, the enemy can grab. Gotta slow down and not push an idea that the enemy can grab. And I got to rhyme with idea. Huh? Gotta slow down, not push an idea that the enemy can grab and whisper in my ear. That I say the exact right word. Set my wife straight. And that's not in your word. Your word. And here, uh-oh, keep my Bible in here. I might go find it with this. I've got all these Bibles. I gave away one too many. It's nice to have Bibles everywhere. I kind of do. Uh, So I'm reading Timothy, Second Timothy, and he's just talking about no, not being quarrelsome. And I absolutely was quarrelsome moments ago, and ask your forgiveness for that. Why not share with you all and ask anyone's forgiveness? Who would be so inclined to accept that? And he said, "Do not be quarrelsome." Paul did. That's a big person. To not be quarrelsome. What kind of maturity would that take for me? But it helps to read that, to at least that there is a goal. I just want to see if I find at least a sentence. I didn't have my whole actual scripture here, but this is going to have at least some of it. Playing Scrabble, I didn't get the cue today, thankfully. Quarrelsome. 1 Timothy, not violent but gentle, not quarrelsome. So I wasn't gentle, and that's what's distressing to both my wife and daughter. But I'm right. I'm absolutely right. I'm in the right. What difference does that make? Right? So, and so, what I know what's really happens is that there's a fear, and we discuss things, taking stuff away that I kind of use to manage my emotions. They're not sin, they're more creature comforts, but there's a cost of time and money, slightly. It's just, I've come to the realization where I am in life, it's just too much for me to walk away from right now. And I'm not going to fully give that up. I'm not at the place where I can fully give that up. I really entertain giving it up. I'm trying to build with that. And if I get to the point where I realize I can't maintain, I'm gonna just have to make a choice. But that's that. Um, I gotta get with the program. But that's the whole thing. I want to keep all those, but why do I stir it up? That's the thing, Lord. Help me understand. So let me just put that out there. Help me understand, Lord. You know, why I stir it up? And you know what? It's That's another fear thing. I'm not hitting my personal objectives. My evening isn't going the way I hope. Let me just throw out I think will be somewhat well received. It wasn't well received at all. And I could have just not said anything. I'm saying this because it's happened not every day. It doesn't happen every day. It happens every so often and it creates friction. Why I stir it up. Help me understand, Lord, why I stir it up. And it's good, like I said, to read it, to say, be gentle, not quarrelsome. See, I can think on that. Help me understand, Lord, why I stir it up. Why, why not? Why pursue why pursue a quarrel and not just be gentle? And that's getting close to the end. I've got about 30 seconds left, young lady. So that's a question mark. Why pursue a quarrel and not just be gentle? And that's a basic. It's a thing about life is what we never arrive. We never arrive. So we're gonna always have to return to the basics so we can continue to grow. We have to return to the basics, and that's what happens. And we'll come back to the basics when we come back to the rhymes next time.